Welcome in once again, everybody, to Copper Hills High School for another edition of KSL Sports Rewind. This is Nate Thatcher in charge of play-by-play for tonight's action. As mentioned before, Copper Hills is coming in here winless at 0-2 with losses against Davis and Layton. But meanwhile, the Eagles from Skyline are coming in here undefeated at 3-0, going up against Juan Diego, Cypress, and Kearns. We'll mention some of the stuff that they did in those previous games as the match goes throughout tonight. Starting for the Skyline Eagles will be David Rasmussen, Kai Sorensen, Landon Shaw, Ite Lusgarten, and Trenton Wells. And there's your starting lineup for the Copper Hills Grizzlies, very thematic. And we're getting ready to go out here in West Jordan, Utah. Such a fun matchup tonight. As I mentioned, Skyline coming in here at 3-0. Copper Hills looking to get their first win of the season here at home. Lots of athletes across the board. One of the players to watch out for will be Landon Shaw from Skyline. Very athletic player, physical. He's coming in here averaging 10.3 points per game and over 5 rebounds a game as well. Action looking to get started here very soon. Once again, thanks for tuning in to KSL Sports Rewind. And the tip is up, and Skyline recovers. Lusgarten's coming out. Early man defense. He's going to get an early screen from Shaw. Thinks about a three, decides to drive, cut, spin move, up and in. Easy two that time for Landon Shaw, and Skyline leads early. Copper Hills decides to respond. Three-pointer, no good. And it looks like it's going to be off of the Eagles, and it's going to stay here with the Grizzlies. Apologies to Grizzlies fans. It seems that the roster that I was given pregame does not match anything close to what's being presented on the floor. I'll do my best to present the game as it appears. Grizzlies are going to inbound on the far sideline. It's going to be man defense here for the Eagles. High pressure up top. Sorensen putting some defense up early. Maybe it tipped the shot a little bit. Air ball no good. Skyline recovers. Now they're going to drive. Pass outside. Thought about a three, no good. Perfect drive. Might have gotten hacked on the arm that time was Rasmussen, but the Grizzlies are now going to push. Drive is no good. They're going to call it out of bounds off of the Eagles once again. Now it's going to be down on the opposite baseline, inbounding from the Grizzlies. Some confusion as both players were getting ready to get the inbound pass, but it will stay here with the Grizzlies. Copper Hills looking, passing it around. Top of the key. We'll stay there. Double team, early pressure up top. Fake pass out to the wing for three, no good. Skyline maintains the rebound, and a foul will be called against the Grizzlies as Kai Sorensen, the senior, decided to pull it down. Copper Hills player slow to get up. And a foul will go on Jaden. That'll be his first. Lots of physicality early from that Skyline defense, which has forced a scoreless quarter so far. And we got a call from the ref to do an inbound from the near sideline. Looks like we had a shot clock malfunction. They're going to reset it here. Go down to 32 seconds, and it will. Like I just mentioned, lots of physicality here early in this game. Skyline's looking to set the tempo early. And Copper Hills able to get a steal from the top of the key. They'll push. Great transition defense that time by the Eagles to get back. Copper Hills trapped in the wing, pushes it back out to the guard. Guard's going to dribble, spin move, pass it back outside. Three-pointer is good. Great ball movement that time by the guard position of Copper Hills. And an early three-pointer for the Grizzlies to take the 1-point advantage. Skyline now with possession. Shaw looking to inbound. Drive, picks up his dribble. Stand down low, back out to Shaw. Shaw going to do some moves, working around. Spin move, up to the basket, fouled. Goes down hard, but he will be able to shoot two from the charity stripe. Just like I mentioned earlier in the pregame, Landon Shaw was the player to look out for. Super physical on both sides of the ball, but especially driving down into the paint. Something that needs to be noted about this Eagles offense is they're very, very balanced from all the different starters that they play on the floor. Everyone can shoot threes, so you have triple threat scores basically all around the board, as the first free throw is up and good for Landon Shaw. And number 21 for Copper Hills comes in now, substituting for number 14, who just achieved his first foul. Once again, apologies, I have none of the correct names for Copper Hills, so I'll be calling numbers as I see it. Skyline now takes a 4-3 lead, takes it right back from the Grizzlies. Once again, lots of early defensive pressure up on the top of the three-point line, but Copper Hills able to get a floater out of it as they pass down on that pressure. No good. Eagles are covered. Rasmussen driving down. Great move down low. Not able to get the layup to go, but he's got a nice good Euro step. We've seen it a few times early. Copper Hills, quick in transition. Passes down low to the wing. Trapped underneath the baseline. On the other side of the wing, now back up top. Thought about a three. 32 is going to drive down low. Double teamed. Pass out. He's going to think about it. Pauses and gets the easy layup. Great offensive possession that time by Copper Hills, as now they retake the lead 5-4 with just about 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Lustgarten's going to pass it out. Shaw, wide open three. Off the front iron, no good. Ball's tipped around, retained by Copper Hills. Number 2's pushing in transition. Quick, fast, goes up. Wanted to get a foul, doesn't. Arms are flying everywhere. Eagles get the rebound out to Shaw in transition. Home crowd saying he was out of bounds. He's still going to push anyways. Doesn't hear a whistle, but now he does as he goes up for a layup and is fouled. Back to the free throw line for Landon Shaw, who already has a quick 4. 2 in live action and 2 already from the charity stripe. Very quick action here in opening play out here in West Jordan as Shaw will look to get his first free throw up. And good. Nothing but net for the Eagle. All tied up now at 5-5. Shaw's coming in here as a 6'6 senior. Also leads the team in blocks per game. Truly the facilitator for this Eagles offense as he misses his second free throw. Copper Hills quick in transition. Trapped down the wing. Back out on top. Lots of height here from this Grizzlies team. His 35 is going to push. He stops the dribble. Pass back out. Number 2's got it at the top of the key. Tries to make a heads move. Now go open to the wing. Wide open three. Good. Great look that time by the point guard, and that's an early 3 for Copper Hills, who's now already made 2. Skyline, quick to push, no good that time by Rasmussen. Grizzlies looking to rebound. They have the lead, 8-5. Shifty moves there by number 2. 32 thought about a 3, but quickly guarded there on the perimeter. Back up top, and Frazier's calling some plays out very loud, wants his defense to be aggressive. Open 3 once again by 30, no good. Shaw with the rebound on the other side. Lots of three-point aggression this game by the Grizzlies so far. Skyline's looking to control the tempo early. You can see them slowing it down. They want to play some half-court offense here. Up top here is Lustgarten. He's going to pass it over. Sorensen's got it. Looking down to Shaw. Shaw thought about a pass. Oh, he's going to put a shoulder down, but it gets ripped away by 32. Great job that time by the Grizzlies defense. If you want to play Shaw down low, you just got to strip it away or block the shot, and now a foul will be called as number 2 has been trying to get a few of those calls early here in the first quarter, and now he's able to get one to go. It's a shooting foul. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. So early in this first half, Skyline's looking to control the tempo and really slow it down on their end of the floor. As I mentioned, they're coming in here undefeated, so they know how to control their games. They've had some rough starts in first and second halves in those first 3 games, but once they've gotten settled into each contest, they've been able to control the tempo and the pace very well, which means they're 3-0. Grizzlies just haven't been able to get anything going, as they're able to get the second free throw to go down to make it a 9-5 game. But the really strong thing that this Grizzlies team needs to do is they need to play all the way through the quarters and finish strong. Skyline looking to go down. Layup no good. That time shot by Lustgarten. And as they're trying to get in transition, that high-pressure defense from Skyline forces a turnover there from the Grizzlies. It'll be Eagles ball as they have an early 4-point deficit, something that, once again, they've managed to overcome in previous games, and it's something they need to address in future contests as well. Up top is Wells. Wells will pass it out to Lustgarten. Back out to Shaw. Top of the 3. Looks down at his feet, thinks about a 3, but doesn't want it. Kicks it out. Out into the wing. Back out to Wells. Wells will pass it back to Shaw. Just about 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Frazier's getting frustrated with his offense. Back out into the corner. Rasmussen, he'll do a floater, and it's blocked. It's been great defense so far by Copper Hills as they push in transition. And 35 is going to go up, and he's going to call a charge on that. Great job that time by Kai Sorensen to set his feet right outside the paint. He's going to force a turnover. And now we have some early subs here for Skyline as Bo Bierman will come in. Carson Kafusi. And it also looks like James Becker will come in here. These are 3 players that look to play key roles in all of the 3 wins so far, as they're averaging just over a few points a game each. But Kafusi's the big guy to look out for. That center down low, number 50. He loves to get those boards. And let's see what he does as he looks to set a screen. But instead of taking the screen, Bo Bierman's going to take the outside, and he's going to get an easy layup for 2. 9-7 now. Grizzlies lead. Just about 2 minutes left here in this opening quarter. Lots of quick passing outside on the perimeter, but high-pressure defense by that Eagles that's just staying out there. Down low pass, wide open 3 from the top. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound by Rasmussen. He's going to take it himself. And now he's going to slow things down at the top of the key. They're going to try and play that half-court offense. Outside, Becker looking to get a pass, finds Shaw. Shaw doesn't want the 3. He's contested. He's going to pass it right back out to Becker. Becker's now calling shots. Looking to drive. Losing his dribble a little bit. Out to Shaw. Quick 3 off the front iron. No good. Grizzlies will take a rebound. 9-7. Minute 15 to go here. Grizzlies got it. And now they'll take another 3. And that'll roll off. But they'll get an offensive rebound. Back up top. Dish down low. Kick it back outside. How about another 3? No good. Get an offensive rebound. And doesn't get it to go down, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2. 3 different opportunities for Copper Hills to score on that possession, and they might be able to here at the charity stripe as things calm down with just under a minute to go. Very quick-paced, fast offense here by Copper Hills as they're looking to upset this Skyline team early on in the season as the first free throw is no good. As mentioned earlier, Copper Hills has lost to Davis and Layton, and while the final scores say that they lost by 19 and 24, they lost every single quarter by single digits, which means that they were in contest in the quarter, but they weren't able to quite finish what they wanted to do. Now Skyline's going to push. Becker is going to pass outside. Finds Sorensen. Sorensen, heavily contested, doesn't move. Passes back out to Becker. Will swing it around to Kafusi. Gives it back out to Sorensen. Now Bierman's got it. Sorensen down low, Kafusi. There's the one-on-one matchup they wanted. And it's up and in and out, no good. Great offense that time from the Eagles. They got everything but the bucket to go down. Now the Grizzlies can hold for the final possession of the opening quarter as they lead it 9-7. They'll hold it out here. Not a lot of movement. I'm guessing the play will start in just a few seconds here. 10 to go, and now it starts. Quick pass, back up top. Number 2, he's going to try and split the defense. Doesn't work, but they're going to call a foul against Skyline. And they're going to call that one up against Kafusi. I believe that will be the 3rd foul on the Eagles, so we'll get a sideline pass here with just over 5 seconds to go. And they're going to set up the offense here. Lots of movement. Get it inside. Number 2 is going to drive around, swinging it around. He's only got a few seconds. Double team, just hucks up a shot. It's blocked and no good. And as we finish up the first quarter, it's the Copper Hills Grizzlies that are leading the Skyline Eagles 9-7 here on KSL Sports Rewind. And welcome back in for another edition of KSL Sports Rewind. This is Nate Thatcher here as we're getting ready to go into quarter number 2 as the Copper Hills Grizzlies lead the Skyline Eagles 9-7. Out here in West Jordan, things haven't been going so great for the home team as they haven't won a game yet this season, but a lot of positive to come out of that opening quarter. As Skyline looked to control the tempo on both sides of the court, high-pressure defense and half-court offense, this Grizzlies team was able to get a lot of good boards on the defensive side of the ball and multiple opportunities on offense. Now the Grizzlies will start with the ball once again to open up the second quarter to see if they can extend this lead past a single possession. Once again, I apologize. I don't have the correct roster for the Grizzlies, so I'll be calling numbers for them. But hopefully I can do justice for this team as they're going to huck up a 3 early on. No good, but once again, quick to the rebounds for multiple opportunities. Back up top to number 2. Becker's going to play close defense. Number 2's got some shifty moves here as he passes it up top. 32. Back to number 2. 32's got it. He's going to drive, stop in the middle, dish it back outside. They're going to kick it right back out. Number 2, now he's going to drive. He's going to stop and pop from the elbow. No good. And that will go down to Skyline. Malachi Phillip now in the game for the Eagles as he gets the board. He's going to drive, take it himself, high off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound after tip by the Grizzlies. Down to Kafusi. That layup no good. And the Grizzlies control. Grizzlies now looking to push. Driving down low. Gets Sorensen on top of his feet. Kick out. Wing is going to drive down low. Floater, no good. Eagles looking to get a rebound. They do. It's Kafusi, and he's going to pass it out to Becker. Now it's fast-paced on both sides of the ball. Phillip now. He's going to slow things down. Becker trying to get down to the Kafusi one-on-one matchup. Instead, he's going to take a screen, try and drive himself, but instead it's going to be a foul called against the Grizzlies on number 30. Skyline will look to inbound from the baseline. They'll set up their play here. A screen set for Sorensen. Meanwhile, Becker, he's going to take it to the wing. He's got a wide open look, and it's good. Skyline hits an early 3, and now they're going to take back a 1-point lead. As mentioned earlier in the first quarter, the Skyline team is really good at shooting the 3-point shot. Very balanced, as a foul is going to be called that time on Becker, who just hit the 3. Very balanced from all of their players. They're able to shoot from the 3, which can be a very serious threat in high school level basketball. You have to have some significant shooters, and it seems to me that the Eagles have it from almost every player that they bring here on the court. Grizzlies are going to get it from the sideline, down 1. A lot of their offense has been driving and kicking. Let's see if they do it again. Number 2. Now he's going to get high pressure, double team, looking to get it out. He does. 35's got it. His defense leaves him. Wide open wing shot there for number 30, and the three-pointer's in and out, no good. And they're going to call a foul, and I believe that's going to go against Sorensen. Might have held the arm there of Copper Hills, and it's going to stay here with the Grizzlies. Just over 6 minutes left here in the second quarter as Landon Shaw comes in here for Sorensen, who I believe has a couple of quick early fouls. Grizzlies, they'll get another three-point shot. No good. Retained that time by the Eagles. They're going to go quick, and I guess they're going to slow it up, which they will right here. Going to get a screen right here for Bierman, who's going to pass it out to Shaw. Shaw looking to pass back to Bierman. Got a one-on-one opportunity at the top. Instead, he dishes it out to Becker. Becker now is going to pull up some cross moves, go close to Bierman, picks up his dribble. Contested defense here, not a lot of space there. Copper Hills is going to play quick, and they're going to call a travel here against Skyline. A lot of physicality that time on the defense by number 30, but they're going to call a travel against Malachi Phillip, and it'll go back to the Grizzlies. One-point game here. Copper Hills, like I said, they're kicking and dishing out. 32's got it at the top. Now number 2, he's going to shift. Goes up against a double team. Trying to spin move, now moves into a triple team, and they're going to call a jump ball. That's exactly what Skyline wanted him to do. The double team pressure comes out to the top of the wing, and then as soon as a player wants to drive, it brings in that wing defender, and it'll bring that triple defense every single time, and that's exactly what Skyline wants, is they win the jump ball, and it's their possession. They control a 1-point lead. Bierman now is going to try and get a screen from Kafusi. He decides to take a 3 himself. Off the right side, no good. Fight for the rebound, Shawsgod puts out a shoulder, and his shot is blocked once again. The Grizzlies have been on him down low in the paint. Grizzlies now have the ball. 35 is going to take it. Quick swing around as he's held that time by Landon Shaw. Lots of physical movement here on that side of the ball. Whenever the Grizzlies are trying to kick and dish, it just seems like Skyline's either trying to put high pressure on top, or they're going to let him come in and just get congested down low in the paint. That's a foul that time on Landon Shaw, which allows the Grizzlies to reset. Just under 5 minutes here to go as Skyline leads it 10-9. 35's got it at the top of the key. Out to 30. He's trying to look to number 2, who's heavily contested by Rasmussen. There's a kick and a pass out to 21. 21's looking for a shot, can't find it. 15 left on the shot clock as 35 is going to try and put a move by the charity stripe, but he'll pick up his dribble. Back out to number 2. 10 seconds to go now. He's going to drive. He's going to take it to the rack, and it's blocked. And it looks like it's going to be out on Rasmussen as he tried to tip it off of number 21. It looked like it went back onto his leg before hitting the ground. So it's going to stay here with the Grizzlies. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Skyline's ramped up their defensive pressure, and it's forced the Grizzlies to take some tough looks. Dish it out. 3 seconds to go. And now they're going to take a quick 3, and it's in and out, no good. Got the best shot they could do with what they were given as Skyline. Now they're going to push it quick. Bo Bierman was looking to get it down low, but he won't. Phillip now, he wants to get it to Kafusi. And Kafusi is just physical as they're going to call a foul, and I believe it will be on the shot. They still have an opportunity from 2 from the free throw line. As tall as this Grizzlies team has been, and as much rebounds as they've gotten on the defensive side of the ball, it still seems that Skyline wants to get it to Kafusi on one-on-one matchups. They believe that he's got the physicality to do so, which he has, just hasn't been able to get a bucket to drop that much so far in this contest, as he'll put up his first free throw, and it's good. That will increase the lead to 11-9, as number 14 for the Grizzlies checks in. Kafusi for a second shot. And it's good, 2 for 2. Great job that time by the big man to be able to get both free throws down and in, as now the Grizzlies have been held scoreless here in this second quarter. And they trail at 12-9. Tried to get a pass out to number 14, but it looks like it's going to be a hold called on Bierman out on the top of the wing. And I believe that will be Skyline's 4th foul of this quarter. We could face some foul trouble later on in this game from the Skyline side, but that's to remain to be determined. Number 2 now is going to dribble it back and forth. Now he's going to pass it up top to number 14. Back to him. He gets the double team. He's backing it back out to half court. Passes it out to 32, is open, but he loses it. Skyline retains possession. Out in transition now. Lustgarten out to the wing. Now he'll get it back. He's going to drive. Kick it back out. 35 tipped it. But Phillips, he's going to throw up a wild shot and get it down to go. Crazy floater goes down for Skyline that time as they increase their lead even more, 14-9. They're on a 7-0 run in the second quarter. Number 2 is going to dish out to 32. 32 is going to pop it out to 35 on the wing and crosses between the legs, puts a shoulder down. Middle jumper, no good. And that'll be retained by Phillip. Phillip now is going to toss it back over to Lustgarten. Lustgarten's going to give it to Bierman. Bierman's going to give it back to Phillip. Kafusi now out on the wing, looking to pass. Phillip's got it back. Great man defense by the Grizzlies as 15 seconds hits the shot clock. Rasmussen gives it to Kafusi. Now back out to Phillip. Phillip thought about a three. Under 10 seconds to go now. Skyline looking to drive. And they do. And the layup is up and good. Bo Bierman with a fantastic finish down low. And that makes a 7-0 run to a 9-0 run. And now they lead by 7. 16-9 advantage for the Eagles. Facing once again that double team pressure. They're going to pass it out to the wing. Number 21 was looking to drive. And he gets fouled, and I believe he'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. This was a recent rule change here in Utah high school basketball, as instead of doing 1-and-1s, once it gets up to 5 team fouls in the quarter, it will automatically go to 2 free throws. And the first free throw is up and good for Copper Hills. That's their first points of this second quarter. After a great start from a winless team here in this first quarter, they've really stalled here in the second, as they're going to try and cut this lead down even further, but they can't as it's off the front iron. But they make it a 6-point game instead of a 7-point game. Skyline now looking to push. Try to get a baseline pass that time from Bierman, but it goes off the bottom of the backboard, and Grizzlies retain possession. And the Grizzlies will call a timeout and will take it with them. This is KSL Sports Rewind on Friday Night Basketball. Welcome back out to Friday Night Hoops presented by KSL Sports Rewind. This is Nate Thatcher here with over 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter as the Skyline Eagles lead the Copper Hills Grizzlies 16-10. Grizzlies called a timeout right there on this possession after starting out great in the first quarter, leading by 2 points, but being outscored 9-1 here in the second. I think they're going to want to set up something different as they've seen some double team up top on the top of the perimeter, which has caused some early turnovers here in this first half. Once again, apologize for the miscue on the roster. Hopefully we'll get a correct one by halftime so we can call some names out here for the Grizzlies. Copper Hills looking to go down low. Pick up their dribble. Pass out low. Up top. Kafusi able to tip it out. It will stay here with the Grizzlies, though. I mean, this defense is not relenting at all. They're not giving up as Kafusi will sub out as Landon Shaw comes back in. Shaw dropped some points here early in the first half, but hasn't been able to do anything since on the offensive side of the board. And Copper Hills looking to get a three. That's no good. What a rebound that time by 32. It goes up, and a hard foul against the Eagles. Landon Shaw was saying it wasn't him, and I believe they're going to call it on Bo Bierman. Oh, excuse me. They're going to call it on Italy Luskarten, as now the Grizzlies will have a chance for a few free throws, which they get the first one to go. Score now 16-11. Grizzlies looking to close the gap here before halftime as we're under the 2-minute mark. As the baseline judge is going to be talking to Shaw about what he saw down low on that foul call. Second free throw is up and good. And now it is a 4-point game. Skyline leads at 16-12. Now they're going to be looking to push. Luskarten is going to go to the top of the free throw line. He's going to stop, pick up his dribble, pass it up top to Wells. Wells out to Shaw. Cross-court pass over to Lindquist, who puts up a floater, and it's good. It's the first we've seen of Andrew Lindquist, and he's able to get his early bucket to go. Skyline leads at 18-12. Copper Hills will look up to get another three, but it's no good. Skyline retains possession. Pass it up top, Rasmussen. Going around all three members of the Copper Hills defense, and he gets it to go for another layup. Skyline now increasing this lead 20-12. Grizzlies looking to get some semblance of an offense going as they've been only been able to hit 3 free throws. As a great pass that time by number 2. Wide open layup missed by number 14. Retains possession. 30 tries to get a layup. It's blocked. Back out to number 2. Swings it around. A third opportunity here on offense. And the boards on this side have been critical for the Grizzlies to get multiple opportunities. But can they take advantage? Shifty moves out top by the guard. And they're going to call a carry. And it's go back over to Skyline. Copper Hills has had multiple opportunities to try and close this gap or if you could say in the first quarter, extend their lead, but they haven't been able to do so, as Skyline now can hold for the last shot of this first half. 8-point lead. Per usual, looks like they're going to try and set up their play around the 10-second mark. They're going to start it right now at the 15-second mark. Frazier doesn't like what he sees so far, and he's going to call a timeout. We'll take it with him. This is Friday Night Basketball on KSL Sports Rewind. Welcome back out to West Jordan, Utah for another edition of Friday Night Hoops on KSL Sports Rewind. This is Nate Thatcher calling play-by-play as we have 14.3 seconds to go. Skyline has the ball on their own side of the court, and they have an 8-point advantage after trailing by 2 after the end of the first quarter. Lustgarten's going to be looking to inbound, and he does back out to Shaw. Shaw now, he's going to dribble, pass out to Rasmussen, who's going to get pulled down by Copper Hills. That's an ugly foul that time by the Grizzlies. Only going to be their third foul here of the second quarter. 9 seconds left now before halftime. Skyline's now going to inbound from the baseline. Another setup. Lindquist is going to be at the top of the play. He'll get a screen, cut down low. It's not going to go out to him. Instead, it's going to go out to Wells, who's going to take a three, make it, and get the foul. What a play that time by Trenton Wells. Fun fact about Wells, he has attempted the most threes on the team, but he's only made 3 threes so far for the whole season. Before that shot, he was shooting 19% from deep, as he's able to convert on a 4-point play here. He doesn't. Off back iron, fight for the rebound, no. Grizzlies, 4 seconds. Push in transition. Going to try and hook up a shot all the way to the basket, and it's no good off the back iron. And that'll do it for the first half here at Copper Hills as Skyline leads it 23-12. We'll be back in a few minutes with some analysis and then on to the second half. This is Friday Night Hoops presented by KSL Sports Rewind. Welcome back out to another edition of Friday Night Hoops presented by KSL Sports Rewind. This is Nate Thatcher here on play-by-play as we get ready for the second half of action between the Copper Hills Grizzlies and the Skyline Eagles. Copper Hills was able to get started off really quickly and take a 2-point advantage after the first quarter, but the Eagles decide to respond and take a 23-12 lead going into the second half. Now, we finally have a correct Copper Hills roster, so we'll be able to call names in this second half. Apologies once again for the mistake in the first half. If Copper Hills really wants to get back into this one, it really just comes down to making shots. They had multiple opportunities on different possessions as they were able to hold down on the offensive side of the glass, but they weren't able to get some of those three-point shots to go down to the bottom of the net. Can they do that in this second half? That'll be critical if they want to climb back up and get their first win of the season against this undefeated Skyline Eagles team here at home. And now as we get ready for this second half of action, it looks as though the Grizzlies will be able to start off with the ball as Tyler McVeigh, the senior, looks to inbound it to Isaiah Reeser. Isaiah was able to put a lot of shifty moves on this Eagles defense in the first half, but the high-pressure double team on the top of the perimeter caused some early turnovers. Reeser's going to pass it down low, but it's going to be a foul as McVeigh had the ball, but he was pressured early. And it looks like it's going to go against David Rasmussen. Now, I did mention in the first half that the Eagles might be in foul trouble late here in the second half. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. McVeigh looking to inbound, and he does. He's got it out to Lamborn. Lamborn steps back, decides not to hit it. McVeigh's got it. Thinks about a three. Now he'll pass it back out to Reeser. Here comes the double team. Pass out to the wing. Drive down, dish. Beautiful offense that time by Copper Hills as Wesley Curtis was able to get it down to McVeigh for an easy and quick 2 here in the second half. Eagles have the ball. Shaw, he'll pass it out. Three-pointer no good that time by Lustgarten, and the Grizzlies will retain the ball. Reeser is going to pass it out. McVeigh pump fakes. Drive down low, picks up his dribble. Tries to go behind the back, doesn't work. Rasmussen's got it. He's going to take it down. physical contest here in transition. Reeser steals it. He's going to go back. A 1-on-2 opportunity. Hard foul down low, and he'll be able to go to the charity stripe for a quick 2. Gets up a little bit slowly. Looks like he's grabbing his lower right abdomen or upper right hip as he went down hard on that fast break opportunity. Grizzlies have been able to cut it to a single-digit deficit as Isaiah Reeser, the sophomore guard, is going to be able to go to the free throw line for 2. First one is off the back iron, no good. And if you saw on the possession where the Grizzlies scored in live action play, they were able to get rid of the double team pressure by passing out to the wing, kicking it down low, and then passes in the paint as the second free throw is good to go by Reeser. And that provided them early quick opportunities with wide open layup shots. Let's see if that continues here in this third quarter as the Eagles now have the ball. Bierman's going to pass it outside. It's Rasmussen. Shaw's going to cut around the baseline. And now he's got it. One-on-one opportunity here with Haight. Passes it back outside. Rasmussen dishes it out. Bierman drives and kicks. And now here's Sorensen for 3. It's good. Pure as butter is Sorensen from 3. And he's really their three-point go-to guy in all 4 games so far this season. Reeser now. He's going to dish. Step back. 2-point. No good. Off the far end of the iron. And Sorensen's going to pull down the board. Transition defense lacking here as Bierman's now going to get it. Drive down, floater up, and good. Eagles now responding with a 5-0 run of their own. 28-15 Eagles. Reeser, he's going to pass it out. That's Lamborn. Lamborn's now going to hand it off to McVeigh. McVeigh's going to take a quick 2 from the charity stripe. That's no good. Ball's loose. And I believe that's going to be a foul called against the Eagles, and it is. That one's, I believe, is also going to go against David Rasmussen. Now, 3 quick and early fouls here in this third quarter for Skyline with just under 6 minutes to go. So 2 more fouls, and the Grizzlies will already be at the free throw line after that. Inbound goes to Reeser. He's going to take it to the opposite side of the court. He'll hand it off to McVeigh. McVeigh's now going to get multiple screen looks, and he'll take a 3 because of it, and he'll get it to go. Perfect drawn-up play that time by the Grizzlies as they set up multiple screens to give McVeigh a wide-open look. Rasmussen thought about it, picks up his dribble out to Sorensen. Sorensen's going to drive and kick, and now they're going to call a foul against the Grizzlies. This one will go against Wesley Curtis, the junior for Copper Hills. Skyline's going to inbound it here from their own baseline. Bierman's looking to inbound it. Gives it out to Rasmussen on the wing. Tries to give it back to Bierman. It's stolen by Reeser. That speedy look gets him an easy 2 in transition. That quickness is something no coach can teach, and Reeser's able to cut it to single digits once again. Bierman now is going to get a screen from Sorensen. Sorensen falls. Stolen once again. Now it's going to be Lamborn in transition who gets fouled as it looked to be a one-on-one opportunity, turned into a one-on-2. But he's going to try and capitalize here at the free throw line and see if he can make this a 2-possession game. The last 2 fouls that have been committed against Skyline, especially against the guards of Copper Hills, against Reeser and Lamborn, have been pretty physical. And let's see if he can get these quick 2 to go down, as I mentioned, to give it a 2-possession game. Just over 5 minutes here left in the third quarter, as the front free throw is no good. Skyline only has 1 more foul, and then they're going to give the Grizzlies opportunities at the free throw line for the rest of the quarter. Second free throw is up and good that time by Lamborn, and they're going to cut a little bit more into this lead. 28-21, Skyline leads. As Bierman, he's going to dish it. Pass it back out. Sorensen, he's going to move. Physical play as he dishes out to Rasmussen on the wing. He's going to drive and kick, pick up his dribble, and that will be a travel. Picked up his pivot foot, which is a no-no here in the rules of basketball. And the Grizzlies will retain possession. Got some more substitutions here for the Eagles as Andrew Lindquist comes in. He was able to get an early bucket there in the second half, as well as James Becker who was able to be quite the facilitator there in the second quarter for the Eagles. Reeser now is going to take it over here for the Grizzlies. Pass it off to McVeigh. McVeigh's going to get 2 more screens. Same exact look. 3-pointer off the right side. No good. Skyline gets the board. They push it in transition. And now they're going to hold off and call out their play. They change the play call, and the pass goes errant. And instead of turning the ball over, it's going to be a timeout taken by Skyline. And we'll take it here with them. This is another edition of Friday Night Hoops presented by KSL Sports Rewind. Welcome back out to this special edition of Friday Night Hoops presented by KSL Sports Rewind. This is Nate Thatcher here out at Copper Hills as the Grizzlies are looking to get their first win of the season against the undefeated Skyline Eagles. The opposing team, the away team, Skyline, is leading 28-21 here with just about 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. They had some confusion there on their last offensive possession, which forced a timeout by the Eagles. And it's a great response so far by the Grizzlies here in the second half. They've been able to push in transition and get some easy buckets. They've been able to set up a few good plays for some open threes. Eagles have been able to keep somewhat of a lead and try and control their offense and the tempo that they've set in the first half. But let's see if they can keep that going here in this third quarter. They're inbounding from their own baseline. Pass out to Becker. Becker, he's going to pick up his dribble at the junction. Pass it down low. Shaw gets it tipped on his pass back out to Becker, who gives it back to Shaw. One-on-one opportunity, and that's going to be a push-off and a charge. Shaw just extended that elbow just a little bit too far, and that's going to be a turnover for the Eagles. They now have that 5-foul mark here, so the next one that they give towards the Grizzlies, we still have 4 minutes to go. They're going to send him to the free throw line. Reiser's going to pass out to McVeigh. McVeigh gets that double screen, but instead he's going to pick up his dribble. Now he's going to pass it out to Lamborn, who thinks about it, hesitates, pass it back out. Reiser pump fakes. He'll drive, kick out. Lamborn. Side step 3, air ball, no good. Tough contested jumper as Copper Hills is going to get in the way of a transition look there from Skyline. Foul's going to go against Tyler McVeigh. And Skyline will inbound from the opposite sideline. Tough offense possession that time for the Grizzlies as Skyline now will get the ball back. Reiser showed some early pressure right there, but he's going to back off. Skyline here looking to get something going earlier. Lindquist passes it back out. Lustgarten's got it, picks up his dribble. Back out to Shaw. Fight for the ball. Ball still loose, goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Skyline. Now, the defensive pressure that I mentioned about Skyline in the first half, it seems to have altered. Stayed on the same side of the court, but now it lies with the Grizzlies' defense. They've been putting a lot of pressure up there on the perimeter, especially against the Skyline guards. Eagles look to inbound, and they do. Lustgarten's got it. Picks up his dribble. High-pressure defense by Reiser. Lundqvist now looking. Cross dribble. He'll kick. And it's going to be a foul. And I believe that's going to go up against Wesley Curtis again. So another inbound opportunity from the baseline for the opposing away team Eagles. Great inbound look that time to Landon Shaw. He was able to get back on the board after a quick start in the first half. This is the NBA. That would have been a slam dunk, but nonetheless, great job that time by Skyline as they block it again. Landon Shaw getting things going. Ball's loose. Reiser's got it. He's going to dribble, kick back out. McVeigh's going to take it down low. Now they're going to call a foul up top, and I believe it's going to go against Kai Sorensen. He's got a lot of fouls now. We're going to have to watch and see if he can stay in the game later on. As mentioned before, he's the three-point guy to go to for the Eagles. As they've now eclipsed 5 team fouls here in the second quarter, it'll be the Grizzlies at the line for 2. And the first one is able to hit every part of the backboard and iron and go in. Tyler McVeigh staying active here in the second half as the Eagles will look to sub here as Malachi Phillip will come in. Supposed to be after that shot, but since it's missed, he'll have to wait a little bit. Eagles now have it up 8. Lundqvist has got it. He's up top. He's going to cross down low. He's going to turn around. Tough look that time. Gets his own rebound. Layup no good. Ball's tipped around. Hate's got it. Out to Reiser in transition. He's outnumbered, so he halts. Well, he's going to be dishing and diming out low. And that looks like it's going to be off of Skyline and stay here with the Grizzlies. As now, we'll have some substitutions by Skyline. Malachi Phillip will come in, as well as Cal Hopkins, I believe, for the first time tonight for the Eagles. Inbound from their own baseline for Copper Hills, as Sorensen and Lundqvist will check out for Skyline. Inbound, quick three for Copper Hills. No good that time by Lamborn. And it's going to stay here with the Grizzlies. Like I said, they've had multiple opportunities, but can they capitalize? They've gotten some great looks, especially from deep. Just haven't gotten a lot to fall down. Another inbound play here. Quick inbound to Lamborn. He's going to pass it out. McVeigh's got it. He's going to hand it to Curtis. Curtis gives it back to McVeigh. Picks up his dribble. Back out to Reiser. Reiser's cross move. And the jumper's good. Nifty move that time by Isaiah Reiser. 6-point game, 2 possessions. And that's going to be an offensive foul. I believe they're going to call a charge or moving screen against Malachi Phillip. Grizzlies now gaining some momentum. And the sophomore Austin Orman for the Grizzlies will check in. He's going to replace Lamborn, who's been very active here in the second half. Not able to get a lot of his shots to go, but has been able to get some good looks. So Austin Orman will take over on his position. And Reiser's halting there, but he's able to get it over the timeline. Quick pass out to Orman. Pass it out to Reiser. We got man-on-man defense, so Reiser's going to take advantage. Step back, picks up his dribble, dishes it out to McVeigh. McVeigh now, he's got a one-on-one opportunity. Looks to drive, and I believe they're going to call a foul against Lustgarten. And Lustgarten's going to be immediately subbed out for Bo Bierman. Once again, Grizzlies will be at the line for 2 as Skyline has eclipsed the 5-foul team mark in the quarter. So Bierman, it looks like, is going to come back because they need Lundqvist to stay in at least for this opening free throw. And the first one is up and good for McVeigh. That cuts it now to a 5-point lead for Skyline. One more opportunity. See if they can cut it to a 4-point lead now. And they do. All momentum is laying now with the home team. Let's see if Skyline can respond. They've been able to do that basically so far in all 3 quarters. Shaw's got it up top. He's going to pass it out to Becker. Becker now is going to give it out to Bierman, who dishes it down low to Shaw. He's quickly almost quadruple teamed. They're able to take advantage. Hopkins now, he's going to drive, dish, and they're going to call a block. Home fans thought that the feet were set that time by number 14, Jaden Haight. But they're going to still call a block, and now Skyline's going to go to the free throw for an opportunity for 2 free ones. Cal Hopkins. Shot is up and barely draws front iron. Boston Lamborn's going to come back in as the pre-mentioned Jaden Haight's going to check out. Second one for Hopkins is up and good. Back up to a 5-point lead now for the Eagles as Reiser looks to, put some moves on another mid-jumper, no good. Might have caught some arm. Instead, McVeigh will take a 3. It's air ball. Lamborn gets the rebound, and once again, 3 opportunities now for the Grizzlies. McVeigh drives, dishes. Curtis now. He's going to do a little spin move up and at him, and it's good to go. And finally, that time, Copper Hills is able to take advantage of multiple opportunities on the offensive side of the ball. Shaw now, triple team down low, And they're going to call a jump ball. Great defense that time by the home team Grizzlies as Shaw tried to go up and get a foul, but instead it's going to go back to the Grizzlies as they retain possession. This Grizzlies team is looking to make a fierce comeback against an undefeated Skyline team. We're now at 30 seconds left to go, just about a second difference between shot clock and game clock. High pressure from Becker on Reiser. Student section getting loud for their home team. Reiser now, 15 seconds. Dishing. And now they're going to call another foul. And James Becker's going to get the foul call that time from his physical defense. And now Reiser's got an opportunity for 2 free throws. And he does. He's got the first one. And now it's a 2-point game. What a response here from the Grizzlies in the third quarter. Second one's good. And now it's a 1-point game. 10 seconds to go. Bierman passing it out to Becker. Becker's getting high pressure from Reiser. He gets a screen from Shaw, and now he's going to get fouled as he drives to the paint. And now the Grizzlies themselves have eclipsed the 5-foul team mark, and Skyline will go to the charity stripe for 2 as James Becker now will have his opportunity to extend this after a 3-point game once again. First free throw no good as it hits back iron. Boston Lamborn comes back in for the Grizzlies as Elijah Peck is going to check out. Second free throw is up and no good. Almost got his own rebound. We're going to get a foul called, and it's going to go against the Grizzlies. That one's going to go against Wesley Curtis. Brutal call that time as now Landon Shaw is going to get an opportunity to go to the free throw line and make up the 2 points that they missed on the last 2 free throw attempts. He gets his first one to go. And now Curtis will sub out as Jaden Haight comes back in. Shaw up for a second. And it's good. Skyline extends it to 3. 3 seconds left. Reiser's going to push. He's going to pick up his dribble. Block shot by Bierman. Great defense that time by Skyline in transition. And we have a 1-possession game heading into the final quarter of tonight's matchup. This is Friday Night Basketball presented by KSL Sports Rewind. Welcome back out to a Friday night edition of KSL Sports Rewind as the Skyline Eagles are looking to go undefeated against the Copper Hills Grizzlies, who they themselves are looking to get their first win of the season. We're going into the fourth quarter here in a 1-possession game. Skyline looked to control early in the first half, but the Grizzlies put up quite the response there in the third quarter. And we're in here for a doozy, a fantastic finish, as some may say, in the final 8 minutes. Skyline will have the first possession here as Sorensen will look to inbound. And he does, and he'll get it in to Lustgarten. Lots of movement by the baseline, and now they'll move back out. Wells got it, gives it down to Sorensen. Put his body into it. Easy 2, no good off the front iron. McVeigh's got the rebound. Got everything but the bucket on that look, and now the Grizzlies can either cut it down to 1 or tie on this possession. Lamborn's got it. Dish it out to Reiser. Reiser's now going to dish. Looked like he was triple teamed for a second, but he's going to move it back out on top of the perimeter. Gets a screen from Haight. He gets double teamed, had him wide open. Passes too late, and now Haight turns it over. Lustgarten's got it in transition after the steal. He's going to push it, go up. No foul called. Oh, and maybe they are going to call a foul. Looks like they're going to call a foul here against Boston Lamborn. Originally, they were going to call it just out of bounds, and it would stay with the Eagles. But now they're going to call it a shooting foul? Refs are consulting here. Let's see what they decide. And they're going to say that the foul was before the shot and in transition. A lot of the home crowd is in disagreement, but it's going to stay here with the Eagles. Frazier's trying to discuss it with the ref, but his team's got possession. Wells now. He's going to take it down low. Off the front iron, no good. Grizzlies now have possession. McVeigh in transition. He's going to get a screen from Haight, but he decides to take it himself. Goes to the rack, and the foul. And now McVeigh has an opportunity to tie this game the old-fashioned way. The and one opportunity. Beautiful read that time by Tyler McVeigh, the senior. Looked to get a screen from his left from Jaden Haight. That draws the defense over to his left side, which leaves the right wing just perfectly open. Takes it down low to the paint. Easy, 2 and 1. And there it is. Tied game now as Copper Hills has moved all the way back from down double digits to tied at 33. Kafusi in now for the Eagles. He'll hand it off to Sorensen. Sorensen pushes off. Crowd doesn't like it. Rasmussen's got it. Hands it off to Wells. Wells, three-pointer no good. Sorensen gets the rebound. He'll take a three. That one's no good. McVeigh's got the rebound. Multiple looks that time for the Eagles that don't get down to drop. And now the Grizzlies will have an opportunity to retake the lead. Their first since the beginning of the second quarter. Reiser's got it. He gets the play call. He's going to cross over, fake. Oh, pullback move, no good. That's just a tough look. A lot of his defenders have been taller than him, and it's been tough shots. Eagles in transition. Sorensen picks up his dribble. They're going to hand it back out. Skyline's going to set up their offense. Lustgarten hands it out to Sorensen. Wells tried to get a screen. Doesn't work. Kafusi's now got it at the top. Now it is going to Wells. Back out to Kafusi. He'll take a three, and it's no good. Rebound, tipped around, and down back with McVeigh. He's been controlling the boards here in the fourth quarter. 5:41 here to go in the last quarter of tonight's game. McVeigh looks to get a screen. Pumps it up. No good. He rose above that double team, had a wide open look. Doesn't get it to go. Might be hobbling a little bit as he's checking down on his right knee as Skyline now has the ball. And Lustgarten's going to take it to the rack, and he'll be fouled. Looks like Boston Lamborn tried to cut through the screen, and in return he got that arm out, and looks like he hooked Lustgarten as he tried to go up for a layup. This will be a shooting foul, and 2 opportunities for points here. First one's in and out, no good. Landon Shaw is going to come back in, as well as Rasmussen as Sorensen checks out. Second one is up and good. And for the time, Skyline retakes the lead, 34-33. Reiser now has possession. He'll get the play call again. In the first half, very fast pace, but now they're setting up that half-court offense as they look to control the tempo. McVeigh, he's got it. He'll pump fake. Kafusi drops, gives him a one-on-one with Shaw. He's going to pass it out to Reiser. Reiser now gets the screen from McVeigh. He's wide open for three. No good. Rasmussen's got the rebound. Good look that time by the Grizzlies, just not able to get the points to go down. Eagles now with possession. They're going to slow it down. So now both teams are playing their half-court offense. So whose plays will reign supreme? That's to be determined here in this fourth quarter. Landon Shaw, step back three. No good off right iron. Rebound that time goes down to Orman. Now it's going to be fast transition. Reiser's got it. Dish it back out to Curtis. Curtis will take a one-on-one opportunity with Kafusi. He got everything but the bucket, gets his own rebound, and gets it up and in. And Copper Hills retakes the lead for the first time since the opening possessions of the second quarter. Can Skyline respond, the undefeated team, as they always have been able to do in the first 3 games? Rasmussen, he's going to drive. Dish it out to Shaw. Tries to get into Kafusi, who's double-teamed, and gets the easy layup to go. Now they retake the lead. Grizzlies look to get a steal on the lower baseline, but instead it's Kafusi who's able to physically put his way up and get an easy 2 down by the rack. Can the Grizzlies respond? Tough pass out to Reiser on the opposite sideline. He's double-teamed, passes out. Curtis wide open for 3. It touched both sides, no good, but they're going to call a defensive foul, trying to get the rebound. I believe that's going to go against Landon Shaw. As James Becker now will come back in for Kafusi. 36-35 Skyline. Just over 3.5 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. Reiser looks to inbound for the Grizzlies. Looks to go baseline. Great steal by Rasmussen, who tips it off of Boston Lamborn, and he gets to keep the ball. What a great defensive possession that time from Skyline, as now they have the ball with 3.5 minutes to go. Malachi Phillip checks in for the Eagles. Lustgarten out to Shaw. He'll give it back. High pressure now. Reiser tries to spin around the screen. Shaw pump fakes a three. He's going to drive, and now they're going to call another foul here on Wesley Curtis. He's had trouble going up against physical play and Kafusi and Shaw, and he's going to get subbed out. Jaden Haight will come back in. And now, baseline inbound to Rasmussen. Back out to Lustgarten. Thought about going around the screen. Now he will. Dribbles it back out. Lots of time on the shot clock. Becker's got it. Opposite wing. Gives it to Shaw at the top of the key. Shaw was looking to get a bounce pass down by the baseline. McVeigh falls down, gives Becker a wide open three, and he gets it to go. And Skyline is going to call a timeout. And we'll take it with him in this amazing and close contest here in this fourth quarter of Friday Night Hoops, presented by KSL Sports Rewind. And welcome back into another edition of Friday Night Hoops, presented by KSL Sports Rewind. This is Nate Thatcher here on play-by-play out here in West Jordan at Copper Hills, as the Grizzlies trail the Skyline Eagles 39-35. It was Grizzlies early on in the first quarter. Skyline then looked to push back in the second quarter and took a nice, comfortable lead into halftime. Grizzlies responded, cut down into the lead in the third, eventually took the lead here early in the fourth. Skyline's now pushed back and taken a 4-point advantage here with just under 3 minutes to go. This is going to be a good one, folks, so stay locked in and tuned in. And the inbound will go to Reiser. He's going to let the clock sit as he takes it around by the timeline. McVeigh's got it. Thinks about dishing it off. Now he's going to take it down low off the bottom of the backboard. No good. Skyline retains possession. Out to Landon Shaw. Shaw's going to cross over. Pass it off to Phillip. Phillip's going to put up a floater. No good. Gets his own rebound. Sitting amongst four defenders, and they're going to call a foul. I believe that's going to go against Jaden Haight. And it will, and stay with the Eagles. So the physicality has risen here from the home team, but sometimes that comes at a cost, as we've just noticed with foul trouble, as now Jaden Haight is going to be subbed back in. He's going to be subbed back out for Wesley Curtis. They've been exchanging back and forth here in the second half, and both have been encountering fouls left and right. Another inbound pass up to Shaw, who dishes it out to Rasmussen. Early in that first half, Shaw was able to get the pass and just put it right up, but this time he's going to decide to set up the offense. Rasmussen passes it out. Lustgarten's got it. He's getting the call from Frazier. He's going to dish it out. Shaw's got it. Hands it off to Rasmussen. 15 on the shot clock. Rasmussen, spin move at the junction. Pulls up a floater. Hits the backboard and rim about 3 times each, but doesn't go down. Reiser now. He's going to go fast and pass it back out. McVeigh pump fakes at 3. Reiser spin move. Back out to McVeigh. Another pump fake. Picks up his dribble at the junction. Back out to Reiser, 20 on the shot clock. He's going to take it down low into the paint. Go up, and it's going to go over. No good. And I believe they're going to call a shooting foul. That was called by the opposite judge, not the baseline judge, who probably had the best look. And it looks like they're going to call it against Lustgarten. And Reiser now has the opportunity to go to the free throw line for 2 and cut it down to a 1-possession game. First one is no good. Like I mentioned before, when they have multiple opportunities in live action play, that same concept relates here to the free throw line. When it comes down to late games, you have to make some shots from the charity stripe. Can he make the second? He can. So it's still a 1-possession game. Instead of 2 points, it's 3 points. Skyline looking to set up their offense. 90 seconds to go now. Phillip has got it. High pressure from Wesley. And they're going to call a defensive foul that time against Isaiah Reiser. And he's trying to complain to the refs that said Lustgarten was pushing me. But refs are going to show no mercy, as obviously they have to. Exactly 90 seconds left in the game now. Both teams have 3 team fouls here in the fourth quarter. Skyline will inbound it from their own baseline, full shot clock. He passes out to Becker, who takes it down low, stops his dribble, back out to Shaw. They'll reset their offense. My guess is they'll want to kind of drain out this time here, get a good look. Rasmussen's got it. Ball over his head. Down to Shaw, who's cutting down low. Looking to put it up. Gets the bucket and the foul. Landon Shaw, what a shot. And the foul will go against Isaiah Reiser. He's got 2 in a row now. This extends the lead out to 5 with 1:13 left to play. Make it 6 now, as Shaw is able to get his free throw to go. Anything can happen in high school basketball on any given Friday night. 42-36, Grizzlies trail. Can they get a shot to go down? McVeigh looking around. Lamborn's got it. Now Lamborn, he's going to cut. Throws up a shot. He's fouled. Now, if you're the Grizzlies, that's probably what you want to do. You stop the clock, and you allow yourself to close the gap with no time going off. So now Boston Lamborn, the junior, he's going to have an opportunity here with 2 free throws to cut the lead down to 4. Makes it a 5-point game. And now you have to realize the gravitas of the situation. This is a battle for undefeated against winless. Can Copper Hills change the destiny? As for right now, they're looking to control it, 42-38. Full court pressure now from Copper Hills. McVeigh's highly pressuring Shaw. Reiser tries to get a steal, but doesn't. Skyline gets it across the timeline. Down low, Phillips got it. Shaw's got it up top. Curtis on top of him. Back out to James Becker. Becker's got it, 13 on the shot clock. Copper Hills isn't fouling. Phillips got it. He's going to go up, throw up a shot, no good. Rebound going in and around. And it's going to go out of bounds on Rasmussen and go to Copper Hills. Down 4. So it's a 2-possession game. Shot clock turned off. Reiser's got it. You got to get a quick shot here. 20 seconds. McVeigh, 3-point shot. Left iron, no good. Phillips got it. Throws it back. Skyline dishing around. They lose it. Lamborn out to Curtis. Curtis has got the 2. 8.1 seconds to go. It's a 2-point game. Stay tuned right here for Friday Night Hoops on KSL Sports Rewind. Welcome back in for this edition of Friday Night Hoops presented by KSL Sports Rewind. This is Nate Thatcher here with the final 9.1 seconds to go. Grizzlies trail Eagles 42-40. Copper Hills is looking for their first win of the season. Can they do it here? They have no more fouls left to give, so the next foul should send Skyline to the free throw line. High pressure defense, full court defense here from the Grizzlies. Rasmussen looks to e-bound for Skyline. Does to Shaw in the corner. And he's going to be fouled quickly by McVeigh. 7.5 left now on the clock. That will send Shaw to the line for 2. All Copper Hills needs is 1 miss. Does Landon Shaw have the clutch veins in him? We find out right here at the charity stripe. In and out, no good. This is quite possibly the loudest that the gym has been tonight. As now the Grizzlies will have an opportunity to tie or take the lead eventually, depending on what happens with this next free throw. 7.5 left. We'll keep it right here on KSL Sports Rewind. To recap this game, Copper Hills got going with a great first quarter. They led it 9-7 after that opening quarter. We go into the second period. Skyline decides to come back and take a comfortable lead going into halftime. In that second quarter, at one point, they led by double digits. Come back now into the third quarter. Grizzlies decide they want to make a run. They capture the momentum. They are able to make some shots off of multiple opportunities thanks to some offensive rebounds by McVay and company. They're able to tie the game, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Skyline was able to control and make some clutch shots in some of the final minutes here of the fourth quarter. But the Grizzlies have fought their way back. Clawed your way, you could say, as it fits their mascot. And now they're down 42-40 with 7.5 seconds left. Skyline star Landon Shaw at the free throw line with an opportunity to extend it to 3 points. The Grizzlies just called a timeout, most likely to draw up the play that they will use to push the ball and get the shot to either tie or take the lead and win the game. It all depends right here first on Landon Shaw's free throw. The kitchen is getting hot. Can Landon Shaw survive? It's up and good. Rattles in. 3-point game. They're going to need a 3-point shot here. Reiser takes it. Looks to get a screen. And the 3 points up. No good. No good. Lamborn misses it in the final moments as Skyline takes the win and stays undefeated. 43-40. Tough loss that time by Copper Hills, who was looking to get their first win of the season. But what a game they played. How well they competed. And what a fantastic edition of Friday Night Hoops by KSL Sports Rewind. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is Nate Thatcher. We're signing out.